Hello there. My name is John McCarthy, and I'm pleased to welcome you to PGA Tour 2K25. I think things are going to go our way today. Wishing you the best of luck on this first hole par 5 today. All right, let's get this going. All right, let's send it. Yeah, it looks like this one will play. And let's see what happens. This is his second. Rolling with the 4-iron here. And from here, we're looking at about 230 yards or so. And you're going to end up in the deep rough. Oh, it almost went. Let's see if he can get this one close from the greenside rough. This is potentially to save par. This one should start off pretty straight and then turn to the left. Good job on that putt. That's your par right there. And if he can sink this, that's going to have the hole. And there we go. All square after the first hole. And here we go. Par 4, 11th hole. Let's do it. Bit of an awkward swing. All right, let's launch this in to the atmosphere, preferably hitting the fairway. And from the deep stuff. This might not be enough out of the rough. All right. This is about 120 yards or so from the pin. And this shot is fading a little bit. All right, that one's on the green. We're going to focus on the positives and just worry about that extremely long putt in a little bit. You'll go one up on your opponent if you can just sink this putt. This one's just breaking hard to the left. Oh my, we're not even on the green anymore. Well played to you. All right, let's see what he does here. He's got a long putt ahead of him, but let's see how he deals with it. Oh my. And just one up on your friend after that hole. And this hole is a long par 4 hole. I think you've had better swings. Here we go. Let's see what this guy does. And from 170-ish yards out. This one's going right. All right, second shot on the 12th. And if you can sink this, you'll go 2 up for the match. Just, yeah, a little too much on there. 8 feet to the cup. Oh. Here's a bogey putt. A little bit too firm on that one. And if this goes down, they're going to take things all square again. Okay, you gave that putt to your opponent. That's a good call. I would have done the same thing. We lose the hole, but we move on to the next for another chance at glory. And we got a par 3 here on the 13th. This is an 8-iron. And let's see what you do off the tee here. Oh, crud. Setting up here now for our 3rd shot. Oh, no. Water. Okay, about 175 yards to go here. Whoops, there goes the... Yeah, that's the water. Oh, you hit that one well. And here we have a very long putt to contend with. And this putt right here will put him at 1 up. Yikes, that went right by. And this putt's going to put him 1 up. Okay, we'll concede another putt here today and move on. All right, let's forget about that hole and look to the next hole. All right, 14th hole. This one's a par 5. Let's do it. All right, load up. Let's let this go. Ooh, great bounce. This is going to run out. All right, he's got this shot starting out to the left. This one's about 195 out. Oh, look at this. This could go. Ooh, look at you sliding that in there nice and close. Not much work left to do here. And here we go from the rough. Might have too much on it. He's got a 16-footer on his hands here. I think this putt looks like it's going left to right. Oh, sliding by. And this is his look at a par putt. And the putt drops. All right, sink this one and you'll win the hole. And the eagle drops. And after that hole, we're all square in this match. Let's see what happens on the 15th hole of this course. All right, interested to see what he has in store for us here. He's definitely into the second cut here. Let's see how he does. Here's our second shot on the 15th hole. Oh my gosh, almost dunked it. And if he drops this, it'll save par. Okay, here's your chance to go one up on your opponent. And after that one, you are one up. Let's see what happens here on the 16th. Ooh, can we get a kick to the left? All right, let's see how he does. Little less than pure on that swing. All right, he's getting ready to fire away with his second shot. Oh, how dialed was that? That almost went in. Okay, if you sink this, you'll go two up on your friend. And will it drop? He needs this to go to save par. Oh, almost. Okay, drop this and you'll go two up on your friend. Boom, drops it in. Nice putt there. That wins you the hole. And after that one, you are two up on your friend. And teeing up now on the 17th. Landing area slopes away from us. Might be able to get some extra yards. And let's see if this one will run. You caught the downslope. Well done. All right, let's see how he does on this hole. Oh, looking good off the tee. And he's around 235 yards out. Let's see what he does. All right, good luck. Second shot here on the 17th. And this is a long distance putt. Let's see what he does. Oof. All right, if this putt drops, you're going to be the winner. Going downhill with this one, and it's right to left. A little too hard. 8-footer here in front of us. And congratulations, you managed to pull off the win at 3 up on the competition. And congratulations. Good work. And with that, I must leave you. I had fun out there with you today. Thanks for a great round. Hi there, my name is John McCarthy, and I would like to welcome you to PGA Tour 2K25. Can't wait to see what goes down here in a bit. I'm looking forward to a little bit of match play here today. Best of luck out on the course. Ouch. All right, she looks like she's ready to go. Let's see what she does off the tee here. She's coming out of the second cut here. This could go either way. I'm not sure. I don't know if this one has enough from the rough. Okay, second shot here on the first. Let's see how her third shot shapes up here. Okay, this putt to go one up on your friend. All right, got most of the way there. And this one will be for her bogey. This one seems to be tilting left to right. Oh! Hello there, my name is John McCarthy, and I want to welcome you to PGA Tour 2K25. Can't wait to see what happens today. I got good feelings. I'm going to leave it there. And it's just going to be the back nine of this one today. All right, have a good round. All right, let's see what she has in store for us on this one. And let's see what happens. She's around 235 yards out. Setting up about 220 yards away. Ooh, a little bit off on that swing. Make sure you check your swing meter. All right, let's leave this sand behind us. What do you say? Oh, well, that's no fun. Unless you like, maybe you're trying to get some sand practice in. In that case, I'm all for it. All right, and if she sinks this next putt, she will go one up on you. I think this one's breaking to the left. Well, she looks like she has this on a good line. Still has a chance. Oh, and she gets the putt to drop. Okay, your opponent is one up after that one. And here we go. We're on hole number 11, and we got a par 4. All right, let's let this one go. Oh, come on now. That's not what you deserve. Here's our second shot on hole number 11. And there's a bit of a downslope on this green to be careful of. Okay. This one goes right and then it goes left. I don't know. Do you split the difference here and just hit it straight? It's up to you. And if this next putt drops, she's going to go 2 up. Here's an 8-footer. Oh, almost in there. All right, if this next putt goes down, she's going to go 2 up on you. All right, that'll go. And she's got this hole. And your friend's 2 up for the match after that hole. Okay, here we go. Par 5, 12th. Okay, let's smash this one out there. Oop, that's no good. Okay, second shot here on the 12th. Okay, out of the sand into some nicer fairway. Good stuff. And she's looking at 180 yards to the pin from here, somewhere thereabouts. All right, she's on the green. Not an amazing approach shot. She has a long way to go for that next putt. This one's about 120 yards out. Okay, you're on the green. You're somewhere on the green. Don't even know if you'll see the hole from there. Okay, setting up a long one here. That's a bit of an understatement. Let me get my rangefinder out here. I'll see if I can get us a distance. Just joking. Hopefully you can get this close, though. Oh my, flew right by the hole. If my math is right, if she drops this, she goes to 3 up. Looks like this one will break a bit to the left. This one's for par. This one's going left to right. Pretty hard break too. Ouch, right by the hole. And if this next putt drops, she will go to 3 up. Seven-foot putt here. And as that putt drops, that's a second bogey in a row. Let's turn things around. And that putt will drop. And that hole will be halved. All right, a par 3 here on the 13th. And they've chosen the pitching wedge. Looking forward to see what you do here. Could use a bit of a kick to the right. Here's a putt for birdie. This putt's going down the slope, breaking right to left. And if this next putt drops, she's going to go up to 3 up on you. I think this one's going to go a bit to the left. She's put a good stroke on it. Ooh, just missed. And from there, not a bad result. Good luck here, 8 feet to the cup. Just a little too much pace on that one. Okay, this is for the bogey. Score, your opponent is going to let you have that putt, and we're going to go to the next hole. And if this drops, she can go to 3 up. Okay, good call. We'll give her that short one, and we'll head to the next. And moving along here. And the par 4, 14th hole is next. Okay, let's send it. And from 135-ish yards out, let's see what she does. Okay, they're going with the pitching wedge here. All right, here's our second shot on the 14th. Way to go out there, looking good. And here she is from the greenside bunker. She's got 11 feet to the cup. Oh. You've got this putt to win the hole. Oh, it goes down, and that will win you the hole. And your opponent is 2 up on you after that one. See if you can use the wind on this hole. It's left to right. Alrighty, let's see what she's got here. And from around 210 yards out, let's see what she does. She might roll this one into the rough. All right, hitting into an elevated green. Okay, this putt, and you can win the hole. Ooh, the dreaded double break here. It goes right, and then it dives a bit to the left. All right, she's got this putt for par. Oh my goodness. All right, you'll take this hole if you sink this putt. All right, we're in there. You've won this hole. Great work. And taking your friend down a peg after that hole. That's good work. And the wind's picked up here, blowing right to left. Beautiful swing. All right, let's see what she does here. Okay, this is about 240 yards or so from the pin. And maybe you want to dial a little backspin in here. This is a downslope that could be dangerous around the pin. And we're about to find out if she's been practicing her sand shots. All right, this is an insanely long putt. Let's see if she can get this close. I mean, she might get it in even. Who am I to say? Looks like a bit of a break in this one to the right. All right, sink this and you'll take the hole. This one has just a slight break to the right. Oh, this one's looking okay. It's still tracking. Yes! Drops it on in there. What a putt. And we are all square after that hole. Wind blowing left to right on this hole. Oh, hello. Let's see what direction she's going to take on this hole. And here we go. She's got a long putt to deal with, but it might go down. Let's see what happens. I think we got a right to left break on this one. She's got 5 feet to the cup from here. All right. right, if you sink this, you'll take the match dormy. And after that one, you are 1 up in the match. Teeing off now in a long par 4. Oh yeah, I'll approve that. Alrighty, let's see what she has in store for you here. Oh, this tee shot should work. And from here, it's about 250 yards out. And this is her second shot. Back to all square if they sink this putt. And this one's going a bit to the right. Here's an 18-foot putt. This one's got a pretty steep left to right break. This one's looking decent. Ooh, continues to be good. Oh, yes, that'll go down. Nicely done. And I was there every step of the way watching this one unfold. You came out victorious at the end of this one, as I knew you would. Great work out there. Well, that's just about it for me here today. Hopefully you had a decent amount of fun. Scratch that. Hopefully you had a whole lot of fun. I hope that for you. Thanks again. See you soon. Well, hello there. Glad you could join me for a round. My name's John McCarthy. I'd like to welcome you to PGA Tour 2K25. We have a par 5 as our first challenge of the day. Let's do this. Crank that drive straight at the pipe. Oh, into the water. Okay, he appears to be ready to roll on this one. Let's see how this tee shot goes. He rolls that one into the second cut of rough. That'll work. Ah, into the water. And he's coming out of the deep rough here. Well, not the purest of strokes. All right, let's see what he does out of the bunker. And he might roll this into the rough. And this will be for the double. Oh, no, it's right by the hole. And if he sinks this next putt, he'll go one up. Yeah, that's a good call. I don't think we were going to win this hole anyway. After that first hole, you're one down on your friend. All right, par 3 for the 11th hole. Heading a little bit to the left on the approach. Oop, that one, yeah, that's in the water. Well, let's see what you got. Can't place my finger on it. Something was off on that swing, though. This is his third shot. Oh, right, but just missed the hole. Second shot here on the 11th. Well judged on that one. And he's got a 12-foot putt in front of him here. And he's swinging this one way out to the right. Let's watch it. And he's making an attempt here at the double bogey. All right, sink this one and you'll win the hole. And after that hole, we're all square. Okay, careful of the headwind out there. Nicely done. All right, let's see what he does on this one. And this is looking to be about 155 yards out. And that green slopes away from us a little bit. Got to be careful we don't go too far. And this putt is way out there. Best of luck. Ooh. And this putt right here will put him at 1 up. And this one looks like it's kind of moving from the left to the right. This one's just a 3-footer. And that will do. All right, if he drops this, he's going to have the hole. And that hole's halved. And now we tee this one up on the 13th hole. That'll do. And let's see how this hole goes down for him. Okay, let's see how he deals with this sand trap. I think this is short from the sand. All right, this shot is around 115 yards out. This approach is heading left. Well, it's unlucky. Missed the green on that one.
Oh, that almost went.
Okay, he's setting up from the green side sand. And he needs this to save par. Let's see what happens. It looks like this one's breaking right to left. Right by. And this putt to go 1 up for the match. And as that drops to the bottom, you've won the hole. Great work. You're 1 up after that one. And here comes hole number 14 at us.
Oh, almost hold it.
All right, let's see how he does here on this hole. Okay, he's getting ready to fire away with his second shot.
Oh, almost hold it out.
All right, let's see if he can do this. He needs it to save par. Looks like this one's breaking to the right. And he managed to drain that one for the par. And if you can sink this, you'll go 2 up for the match. Boom, in there and winning the hole in the process. Well done. Okay, after that one, you're 2 up on your friend. And hole. I don't know. This one could go either way. Alrighty, he's good to go on this one. Let's see how he does. And good luck with your second here on the 15th.
Oh, close. Pretty close with that chip.
Okay, if he sinks this, he'll take the hole. Looks like this one's taking a break to the left. And he gets it to drop, and that's his birdie. And a tough result on that hole, but there's more to come. Okay, on to 16. This one's a par 4. This one looks pretty good. Should be in the fairway. Here we go. Let's let this one go. Looks like sand in her future. And this one's about 160 yards from the pin. Alrighty, second shot on the 16th. I think you might be short out of the sand. And if they sink this putt, we'll be back to all square. Okay, not a bad effort from that distance. Good luck here. This is for par. Oh, too bad. And they'll take this all square if they can sink this. All right, he gets it to go, and that will win the hole. And after that one, we're all square. Okay, par 3, 17th hole is next. Oh, let's see what you can do on this one. And this is our second shot here on the 17th. And here we go. This is his second shot. And his next putt is a very, very long affair. Let's see how he does with it. And here he goes from the greenside rough. Okay, this is a very long putt for him. Oh, it's going right by. And here he is from the greenside rough. Ooh, almost in there with the chip. And what are the odds he sinks this one? He's way out there. Looks like a right to left break. And if you sink this, you will be up by as many holes remaining. That's going to take things dormy. Going up the hill and to the left. Almost. Looks like he's got around 8 feet to the cup. Ooh, you love to see it. Your opponent has chosen to concede the hole to you. And you're one up for the match after that one. And let's start to wind things down here as we tee this up on the 18th. You're just barely finding your way into this second cut. And he's ready to let her rip. Let's see how this hole goes. Okay, he's coming out of the deep stuff. Here we go, setting up with an elevated green ahead of us. We might need more club. Oh, brutal. And it's going to be all square if they sink this putt. He's got a 4-footer to deal with here. All right, let's do this. Sink the putt, win the match. It's that easy. And today you get to finish your round off dropping the putt for par. And you won by just one hole, but it's still a W. Congratulations. All right, that's just about it for me. Hopefully we'll see you back here real soon. See you next time. Hello there, and welcome to the game that is PGA Tour 2K25. My name's John McCarthy, and just half a round of golf today, playing the back nine. Let's make this round a fantastic round. I'll see you later to that ball. All right, let's send this ball away. Well, that one's goodbye. All right, here he comes out of the deep rough. Let's see how he deals with it. And from here, they're looking at about 210 to the pin. Here's our second shot on the 10th. All right, let's hope this stays in the fairway. And unfortunately, that one will sneak its way into the second cut. This one's for triple bogey. Give him some positive thoughts. It looks like this one's breaking to the left. Not a bad result from that distance. All right, drop this and you'll go one up on your opponent. And you are one up after the first hole of this match. And the wind will be a factor on this. One's blowing right into our face. He's looking ready to roll. Let's see how he does on this hole. They're going with the 5-iron here. Okay, second shot on the 11th. Okay, here we go. 36 feet to the cup. And this is an uphill putt, moving right to left. This is your bogey putt. Oh, man. Would have loved to see that chip go down. We'll be back to all square if they drop this putt. I think it's breaking to the left. Ooh. This one's 7 feet away. All right, we're heading to the next hole after your opponent conceded that putt. And if this putt drops, we'll be at all square again. All square after that hole. And the 12th hole is a par 4. Oop, that one, yeah, that's in the water. Okay, let's launch this next tee shot. What do you say? Oh, that's too bad. Here's our second shot on the 12th. Well, what can you do about it? Nothing. Here's your fourth shot. Way to go out there, champ. And if they sink this, they will go one up for the match. And I think this one's breaking to the left. Ooh, that was close. All right, you can sink this and salvage a bogey on this one. So it looks like it has a little bit of a break to the left. Nice putt. He's got a 3-footer here. And that hole will be halved. Okay, 13th hole. We got a par 4. Let's go. All right, let's go. Pound this one out there. Well, that won't do, will it? All right, here's our second shot on the 13th. And the green tends to slope away from us where we want to land it, so be careful of the approach. All right, back in the fairway. Now let's go for the green. Good job with that chip shot. And this is their look at par. All right, now if you want to have the hole, you've got to make this putt. And that hole will be halved. Okay, let's have a nice tee shot. We got a par 3 here on the 14th. Have a good tee shot. Coming in hot. Oh, into the water. Okay, about 230 yards from here. Ooh, maybe we can get a kick left here. Okay, see, you've made the green. That's good. You got a pretty big putt, though. All right, and you've left yourself an extremely long putt. Best of luck. And it looks like this one's going pretty hard right to left. No bit too much power into that putt. They're going to go to 1 up over you if they sink this. I think this one's breaking to the left. Oh! 9 feet to go. I think we got a left to right break here. And this is great. You don't even have to putt that one out. And they've got this to go to 1 up. And your friend is just 1 up after that hole. And now the 15th. This one's a par 5. Okay, full sand. Let's go. Okay, he's setting up his second shot here. Second shot here on the 15th. Whoops. And they have about 110 yards to go. Oh my, splash. And he's trying to get out of this deep rough. Let's see how this goes. Let's get out of this. This is a little spinachy for my liking. right, that one wound up in the deep stuff, unfortunately. And they have left themselves with some work very far from the hole. Let's see how it goes. Okay, you need this to win the hole. Nothing too crazy in this one, I don't think. Just a little bit to the left. Going towards that hole. And it drops. There we go. That's what we wanted. And after that hole, we're all square. We've got a headwind blowing in our face on this one. That isn't too good, is it? And he's ready to tee off. Let's see what he has. And they set this one up from around 200 yards. Okay, and he rolled that one into the second cut. And I hate these lies. The ball's above your feet and can get a little tricky. Well, still in the rough here, but the shorter grass will come. This approach is into an elevated green. I've seen you swing better. That's okay. Don't worry about it. We'll be on the green eventually. All right, we're back in the fairway. I like it. Don't see that every day. I guess you're just going to take that driver off the fairway and be on your way. Oh, that one, yeah, that one took a dive. All right, let's see what happens. This is his third shot. All right, if they sink this, they're going to go one up. Looks like this one will break a bit to the left. And this putt's going to put him one up. And after you've given them that putt, we'll move on to the next. And your friend over there is one up after that one. And now, on to 17. This one's a par 3. And they're going with the pitching wedge. Oh, this should be fun. Let's see what happens here. The approach heading right. Great use of this downslope towards the green here. That'll do for the approach. Okay, they have their work cut out for them here, and yeah, they're setting up a very long putt here. I think this one will go left to right. Okay, you've got this to win the hole. I think this one's going left to right. Ooh, almost. And as they line this one up, they're trying to get that par on the card. Five-foot putt coming up. Okay, that hole's going to be halved. Okay, and now we've arrived at number 18. This one's a par 4. Tee shot's looking decent. All right, here we go. Give it a rip. Let's hit that fairway. Fairway slopes away from us up around the landing area. Shake it off. Second shot on the 18th. Little play. And from here, they are around 215 out. Not an amazing swing. Oh my goodness, that almost went down. He's got 16 feet to the cup from here. I think this one's going to go a bit to the left. Okay, if you can sink this next putt, you're going to tie your opponent and trigger a playoff scenario. This one looks like it starts off straight, then goes a bit to the left. Just a little bit aggressive there. And as this one winds down, you couldn't put everything together today to pull out the win, but it's always next time. And that's going to do it for us today. Just flew by. Thanks again for playing, and we'll see you soon. Hello there, and welcome to the game that is PGA Tour 2K25. Looking forward to see what goes down out there today. I love the competition that can go down when we have match play. This is going to be fun, I think. Let's make this a good one. All right, here's his second shot. Could be slightly too much club. Okay, hitting into an elevated green here. This might end up in some rough. A little off on that approach, but that's okay. I got sand in my shoes already. Let's get out of here. And we will be putting now. Let's forget about that bunker and move on. And as he lines this up, this will be for bogey. And he gets the putt to go. Okay, 10 feet to go here. Bit long on that one. And after that one, your opponent is one up for the match. All right, we got a par 3 on the second hole here. Going with the 5 wood on this one. Okay, let's see what you do here. This one's coming around, nice little draw. This is what he's staring down to save par. Oh. Okay, this putt, and you can win the hole. This putt's going left to right pretty hard. Just, yeah, a little too much on there. All right, sink this, and you'll take the hole. And he's setting up for the bogey putt. Oh my. And he's got around 4 feet to go here. All right, you'll take this hole if you sink this putt. This match is all square after that hole. Now we will tee up on the third hole. And let's see how he does on this hole. Caught the downslope. Let's see if this one runs out further. Second shot on the third. This one might be coming up short from the rough. Ah, that didn't hit the mark, did it? The shot's just about 95 yards to the pin. And from the green side bunker. Oh, almost in the jar. Oh, no way. And if he sinks this next putt, he'll go one up. I think this one's going left to right. Yikes, that went right by. And his fourth shot on this hole. There you have it, folks. Very nice chip out of that rough and into the cup. All right, and as we head now to the fourth hole, we have a par 4. This tee shot should play. All right, let her fly. Let's see it. He's got around the pin from here. Okay, setting up here with an elevated green ahead. Safely on the green. And hopefully he can deal with a little sand shot here. And he's in the green side rough. All right, sink this one and you'll win the hole. Downhill putt, moving right to left. No, that was tough. It's a little bit too hard on that one. Okay, he's putting this one in for bogey here. Ooh. 6-foot putt for him. How we do here on the 5th. Got some good contact on that one. Come on, hold on to that fairway for us. All right, and that one will indeed just barely get into this first cut. He's ready to tee off. Let's see what happens here with him. And he's hitting out of the deep stuff here. Here's our second shot on this 5th hole. This next putt is for your birdie. This one's like a double breaker. It goes right and then left. See what you can do. Oh, and this putt right here will put him at 1 up. This one's breaking left to right. He's got 8 feet to go. You gotta get this one in if you want to have the hole. And that hole will be halved. All right, let's see what we can do here on the 6th hole. Yikes. And he's just about ready to tee off. Let's see how he does. And setting up now in the deep rough. Heading towards that bunker. And 240 yards to the pin from here. Let's see what he does. Look at this, taking the driver off the turf. I don't think this one's quite going to make the green. And what are you thinking? What are you thinking out of this fairway bunker? Let's see what you got. And this one's your 4th. That was well played. And we're green side. He's in the rough. Ooh, he almost dropped the chip. And this putt's going to put him 1 up. And as he gets that one to drop, that will win the hole for him. And after that one, your opponent is 1 up. Okay, here's the par 4 7th. All right, give this a rip. All right, and that one just barely makes its way into the first cut. And from here, he's looking at about 180 yards to the pin. And this next one coming out of the rough stuff. Ooh, the shot's fading a little bit. Yeah, that'll play. Okay, you've got this to win the hole. Oh! All you got to do is put that in the hole for par. All right, let's move on to the next. Okay, if he sinks this, he'll have the hole. Okay, that hole's going to be halved. And the 8th hole is a par 4. All right, bombs away. Let's see what happens here. Let's go. Well, you won't be getting that one back. Oh my goodness, just annihilated that drive. This shot's about 80 yards out. And I'm kind of hoping for him now. If he sinks this, he wins the match. Oh, almost. And the Canadian in me apologizes to you. If he sinks this next putt, he wins the match. Here comes a 3-footer. And if he sinks this next putt, we're going dormy. Okay, next hole coming up. All right, par 3, 9th hole, let's go. Here is their 5-wood. And he's just managed to sneak that into the second cut here. All right, interested to see what you have in store for us here. Left, heading left. Here's our second shot on the 9th. Oh, that chip almost went. And this will be for his bogey. Ooh, right by. Here we go. Drop this and save that par. Okay, now that your opponent has conceded the putt, we head to the next hole. Okay, here we go. This is the final playoff hole of this match. You got to win here. If you tie still, we're going to give the win to whoever's closest to the pin off the tee. This approach is heading right at the pin. All right, interested to see what he has in store for us here. And they're going with the 5-wood. Okay, now it appears we'll need to win this based on score alone. A tiebreaker won't help us because you did not end up closest to the pin. All right, this could secure his win in this playoff. Yeah, I think this one's breaking to the left. And this putt could secure his win in the playoff. I think we got a right to left break on this one. Oh! And now this from 13 feet. I think this is going to go right to left. Just a little too much power. And he has this much left to win in a playoff. And after you conceded that putt, we're done on this hole. Let's move on to the next. And that will just about do it for me. That's all the excitement I can handle for a day of golf. Great work in that playoff hole. You almost had them. And we'll see what we can do next time. Hello to you. My name's John, and I'm officially welcoming you to this society event. We have a par 5 first hole just ahead. Let's nestle this first drive up there in the fairway, and we'll be on our way. Second shot here on the first. All right, back in the fairway. I'm liking that. This one's your third. Come on, kick to the right. I like it. I like what you did there. Here we go, birdie putt coming up. Oh, almost. Okay, tap this one in and let's move on. And after that one, even par is your score. Now we got some wind to deal with on this one. A little bit to the right on the approach here. Nothing wrong with that. Safely on the green. This putt's around 24 feet to the cup. And this is your look at par. And you're at even par. Let's see what this third hole has in store for us. All right, as we set this one up, the ball's sitting below your feet. Setting up here from the deep stuff. You're gonna wanna sink this one, this to save your par. This one's breaking right to left, going downhill. Oh, that was almost in. And nice putt. Let's move on. And you're sitting at 1 over par at the moment. We're teeing up on the fourth hole now. Sweet. And this shot's about 110 yards to the pin. Heading left. Careful with this one. This is from way out. All right, this one swings out to the left. 3 feet left. Okay, moving on to the next. Just 1 over at the moment. Teeing it up on the 5th. I'll take that. Here we go. This putt for the bird. Oh, this one's starting out okay. This one's still tracking. Oh, and the putt doesn't go. Okay, 1 over on the round currently. 6th hole coming up. And this is somewhere around 155 yards out. Good luck with this. Way out here. Well, this one's on a line. Oh. All right, give this one a little tap. 1 over for the day. Wind is blowing right to left on this one. Second shot here on the 7th. Back in the fairway, back on our horse. Let's go. Yep, that's out of the top shelf. Good work. And you've got this much left to save par on this one. This might move just a touch to the right. Oh, come on. This one's just a 3-foot putt. And the putt drops and we're moving on. Okay, you are at 2 over par. And now I'd like to introduce you to the par 4 8th hole. Well, something went amiss. The ball's above your feet. You might want to aim a little bit left to compensate. A little too much to the right. Okay, drop this one in there. This will save par. Okay, you're swinging this way out to the left. Let's see it turn. Here we go. Tapper on in, and we'll head on to the next hole. Currently sitting at 3 over par. Well, let's let this fly here on the 9th. Yeah, you'll take that. Okay, we're about 250 to the pin. Okay, go ahead and finish up on this hole, and we'll head to the next. And just joking. All right, maybe next putt we can drop it. This one's a 7-footer. And that'll leave you at 3 over for the day. All right, we head to the 10th. We got a par 4 ahead of us. Come on now, give us a nice little fairway lie. And this one's about 210 yards or so from the pin. That's going to miss the green. Unfortunate. And if you want to save par on this hole, we got to drop this right here. And a 4-foot putt. And that's 4 over for you. Here we go on the 11th. Great swing. And we're about 130 yards to the pin from here. Okay, on the green safely. And here we have a 16-foot putt. Well, didn't quite get there, did it? Here we go, par putt. Let's do it. 4 over par for the day. Okay, on the tee of the 12th hole, it's a par 4. Okay, this is about 160 or so to the pin. And with this approach, you got to be careful with that downslope around the pin. This one could get away from you. Nice shot into this green. Good work. And sink this next putt and you'll grab that birdie. And the putt goes down. And you're currently sitting at 4 over par. Here we go, 13th hole. This one's a par 5. This one looks like it'll play. Let's be careful getting out of here. Might not get all the distance you want in the deep stuff. There we go. Good shot. And this putt for the birdie. Okay, 3 over par for you. And here we go on hole number 14. And this one is 30 feet away. And this one goes left, then it goes to the right. This is a tough one. This one's for par. Currently 3 over par for the day. And this is a short par 4 we're teeing off on now. Might be able to make a move. Oh, and a down slope out there in the landing area. This one could catch a few more yards. Well, like what you've done with this hole, just got to drive the green and putt for eagle. Sounds good. Looks like you got a line on this. That's well done from there. Maybe we'll get the next one to go. And you're 2 over after that as we head down the stretch. Okay, 16th hole is here, and so are we. Let's have a nice tee shot. Nice little par 3 on this one. Nice, pure swing, great stuff. And that's another green in regulation. Okay, lining up an 8-foot putt. Oh my, wish I could have given you that one. And you've got this left over for par. Okay, 2 over par at the moment. And the next one is number 17. This one's a par 4. It was tidy. We don't need as much distance as normal. We might need less club. This green is well below us. Setting up here with a very long putt. I think this one's going left to right. Looking good so far. All right, that'll work from that distance. Here we go, just a few more inches. Okay, let's see what the next hole has in store. And right now you're just 2 strokes above par. And now I bring you to the 18th tee. This is a par 5. This one looks pretty safe. And this one's around 235-ish to the pin. And this is your 3rd shot. This putt to take you down to 1 over. And this one's breaking pretty hard to the left here. Ah, no good. And here's a putt for a final score of 74 here today. And the putt drops, and you get to end your round with a par. And at the end of the day, you've wound up at +2. And with that, I will let you go. Thank you very much for the round of golf. I had a good amount of fun. Hopefully, you did too.